morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Channel 64, Episode 2. I really hope you enjoyed the first episode we had there. I had some great feedback on the completely over-the-top starter house I built. But again, as I said before, I don't want to renovate it again. I just want to be comfortable living here as long as I need to. So, and yes, I did borrow a few supplies. I borrowed the end rods from the good folks of Swamp Water over there. I haven't been to the end yet, but we are going to remedy that soon. But there is a slight thing that I need to talk to you about. I did a smidgen, just an itsy-bitsy little bit, of off-camera mining. I.e., I spent a weekend off-camera mining, and it was very beneficial. So, got a whole bunch of, this is the fun box, just the random stuff. Like, I got records and, stuff. But we got a whole bunch of stone, cobbled deep slate. We took down 2 geodes, which was great. The diorite, andesite, and granite, not so great, but that's okay. Tons of gravel, because we're gonna need tons of gravel, so that's a good thing. But yeah, lots and lots of stuff. But the and we went into the nether a little bit too. Just, well, stuff. So, and I've been making shovels because I'm going to need a lot of concrete, which means I'm going to need a lot of sand. So I figured I'd start my shovel collection. But the piece de resistance is this over here. This. I've been mining. If you couldn't tell stuff. Anyway, yeah, lots of resources. It's gonna take me forever to get that down. That is 100 blocks tall for coal. And then I had to start another pile. Maybe we won't just mine it down. Maybe we'll just, shave off a little bit whenever we need some. That sounds like a better idea. Yes. One thing I want to remedy quickly in this episode, well, quickly for you, not so quickly for me, is I want to stop using barrels. I would like to start using shulkers. So, I did a little bit of prep work. I have some stuff, or I'm mending and I'm breaking an extra bow in case I actually go through 200 durability, and some stuff. So I'm going to go spawn the dragon, kill it, and go get a whole bunch of shulkers, and that's going to take me like hours, but that's going to be right about now for you. So thumbs up. We did it. All right. And now we got ourselves a brand new fresh little portal here. So, well, let's go find out where this is gonna take us. I don't, walk off the thing. And here goes nothing. Hello? What? But stick a needle in my eye? What's the thing? Cross my heart, hope to die, stick a needle in my eye. I didn't plan this out, but I'm not complaining. Sweet! Well, I'm gonna go get myself a whole bunch of shulkers. See you in a second. One slight problem. Somebody's been here already. And, taken the elytra. Which is, well, super unfortunate, not gonna lie. So, after quite some time, I've come back with quite a decent chunk of loot here. So, some random blocks, saddles, armor, and course, because I'm gonna need that later. So actually, that's gonna go together. Lots of end rods, because I'm gonna need those too, which is, why I needed the stuff. But the main reason I went was the shulker shells. So 3.5 stacks of shells, which is phenomenal, but it took me a long time because the like 2 shell mod thing wasn't on. So yeah, it took a little while, but definitely worthwhile because now I can clean up that mess. And then just copious amounts of gear. And a lot of it's actually pretty good. So like a lot of protection 4s, like unbreaking protection 3 mending. And then look at all these tools. Tons of really good swords, bunch of good shovels, a couple of vanishings, but then a whole bunch of good pickaxes too. So that was overly successful. I'm leaving a little present for one of the other server mates, though, kind of the one that controls which packs we have, and just gonna politely ask if we can get the 2 shell thing back until one of us makes a shulker farm. And yeah, you should come check this out. I think that works, right? And then we'll just do the little boop boop, and then the piece de resistance. I got a bunch of shulker heads, so if you go to sleep in this bed right now, this is pretty much your view, and it's a little concerning. So we're just gonna leave that there. Hopefully Dave doesn't mind. But that's enough shenanigans for this episode, folks. We still have to get some infrastructure built in this episode, because, well, we got a lot of builds planned and not a lot of ways of getting the resources. So today, we're going to be building a big old farm and then an even bigger and better building to go around it. And in this chest, I have a ton of stuff. Like, a ton of stuff. I think I spent an entire day just collecting resources for this. So I'm ready to get going. I hope you are too. Kick back, let's enjoy some tunes, and get this going. Well, if you haven't guessed it or figured it out already, we're building a mob farm. Nothing too crazy or huge or anything, just, enough to get some bone blocks and some gunpowder, basically. So, that's the functioning part of the farm. But now we need something, pretty to go on top of it there. So, yeah, this is going to be the big part. The, 10,000 blocks worth of stuff to make that just pretty. So, we're going to go back into a time lapse here. Let's get going. this build took me a lot longer than I thought it was going to, and B, it's ridiculous. Like, actually ridiculous. I love it so much, but it's ridiculous. Look at this thing. It's amazing. Although, I do have a confession. It's not done. It's not functioning at all because, well, there is no storage. There is no collection. There is no kill chamber whatsoever. It's slightly problematic because, well, I'm running out of rockets. So I know there's a sugarcane farm, and actually, well, I now know that there's a gunpowder farm, so I don't really need this, but now I have to finish it. So let me go get some hoppers and ice and stuff and whatnot, and let's see if we can come up with a, well, kill chamber and progress update for everybody. I have been hard at work in the interior here. I was a very bad YouTuber and really didn't record very much, unfortunately. So we're just gonna do a recap. And I like it. I like it a lot. So, that door is a horrible idea. I need to come up with something else. It fakes me out. I think it's a creeper every time I see it. Ugh. Anyway, as you can see, the farm is now functioning and has a little bit of fun. You can kind of see the stuff and the spiders doing spidery things. And yes, once I have enough string to suffice my needs, I will make it so spiders don't spawn to increase the rates. But let's take a little boo and look around. So we've got this little column here where some items will shoot up and they will swoopity swoop over to here. They'll come up this one here, and everything will go into the storage system. So I have bones, gunpowder, arrows, because don't tell anybody, but I'm actually kind of a mending person on my bow, so if I have lots of arrows, that's going to make me happy. Moving on to string. Yes, I will need lots of string. I have an idea where I may be using lots of candles in the near future, so bee farm and string is going to be high on my list of priorities. And then, yeah, it's rotten flesh, but it's also got some other junk in there, so like stone bricks, and then sticks and sugarcane, you know, from the witches and chicken jockeys, that kind of thing. So, and then just real quick, I'll show you behind the scenes here. We've got your very standard sorting system by Mr. Impulse SV. The items go boop into that chest, and then they get swooped along the ice, along the hoppers, and sorted out very nicely. Way underground at the bottom of the kill chamber, as you can see, it's right there. We just have a couple of droppers hooked up to the hoppers. So whenever something goes through the hopper, it gets booped into the water stream and then up the tubes. So super simple stuff down here, but effective. And as you can see, it's working very well. And I got stuck in my stream. Ah, I don't want the stuff yet. I want it later. But that is our grand little interior for the mob farm. Now, the only thing I have left to do is the outside here. So what I would like to do is, oops, screenshot. I would like to terraform the whole thing over to soul soil and soul sand and coarse dirt and, well, make this little island a little bit of a death island. Because, well, there's unfortunately a lot of death happening here. So I am going to go boop, boop, boop with my stuff, and we are going to have to come up with a better bridge naturally, because the acacia into a death island doesn't quite work, but let me just get a little patch of, where if I can find it, some soul soil down, and I'll walk you through kind of what my plan is here. The general feel I'm going to be going for is having the gravel kind of go around the edge and a little bit into kind of the first kind of rise of blocks there. We are mixing in some of the soul sand in with the soul soil. I don't want to do a ton because I don't have soul speed and I run really slow on it and it's annoying. So just kind of mixing that in for some texture. Now, the finishing touches are going to be adding in touches of coarse dirt. Wherever there's coarse dirt, the ground hasn't completely died, so it's going to be getting grass. We can grow netherwort on the soul soil, and then, actually, can I even grow dead bushes on this? No. Nope. Okay, so bushes and grass on the coarse dirt to symbolize the kind of, well, the soil is dying from all of the death. So, but then I do have some black stone and some basalt items as well, so I can kind of do some black and kind of death or dead looking rock outcroppings as well. Um, yeah, let me quickly play around with that a little bit in this area and see what it looks like. While placing some bushes and grass, I've realized that I didn't account for a path of any way, shape, or form, which is highly problematic. So I'm going to sleep on it. Oh, that could have been such better timing. Oh well. Okay. I have some blocks. And I don't know entirely how this is going to work out, but I want to give this a try. So keep it fairly simple. I want it to be mostly deep slate, which I've now realized that I did not bring enough. But I am thinking that whenever I inevitably build a bridge from her to her, because that's not staying, that it's going to kind of have to land on this row of blocks here. So if I kind of do I want 4 or do I want 3? I'm going with 3. Yeah, 3. 3 should be better. So then we kind of just meander our way up this way. Something like this. Because then this is going to be, there's the secrets have been avoided. I didn't fill in underneath the building. Oh well. Just gonna do this so I inevitably don't fall my face down there. Okay. Then this is where the slabs come in. I think I'm just going to, oh, goodness gracious. I am going to just kind of make the whole thing with the cobbled deep slate, and then I'm just going to come in and texture it after the fact, because my face has only had about 1 cup of coffee this morning, and I feel like it needs more to be happier. So let's see how this goes. I like this a lot. So I've got the little path in, little pathy path, which, you know, the cobbled deep slate, the brick, the cracked brick, it turned out really nice. But I tried to make it really broken with like the stairs in the ground, having the stairs go off in weird little angles kind of thing. Trying to make it look like there's cracks in the path, like it's old or it's dying, you know, the theme. Threw some basalt into the ground as well, and then was kind of dabbling the lichen on it a little bit to kind of give it a little bit of a glowing effect. Because, well, when 118, whenever that happens, it will help severely with mob spawning because lichen will become amazing. And then just dabbled some of the netherwort in on the soul sand that was kicking around, and voila. I love it. I love it a lot. But now I have to do the rest of it, which I'm not quite as looking forward to, and I won't bore you with the entire process, so I am just gonna get to work, and I'll show you what it looks like towards the end. And my oh my, what a whole bunch of work that was. But look at this place. It's a proper little death island now, and yes, I'm up on my coal pillar to be able to get this vantage point, but it looks amazing. I'm so happy with how this turned out. So very happy. Just do a quick little over to here. Oh yeah, even did the back. And actually, I even went into the ground, or into the water, and kind of dug out a whole bunch of the sand that was all the way up at the top there, just to kind of really get that feel going for this. So, but I am so happy with how this turned out. And I even did the bridge. I figured it out. I did a little crooked bridge. I am super proud of myself. I like it a lot. And there's only one thing left to do. And that is to look at this in shaders. But the sun's going down because it just has to ruin everything at this current time. But, oh. Oh my, okay, hang on. That's pretty cool. Really need to get rid of those, but that's just gonna take so much time. But yeah, absolutely in love with this place, and now it's night, so that's ruined. There we go. Fix that problem. Oh, it just looks so good. I love it. Absolutely love it. Absolutely outstanding. So happy with how this has turned out. The whole Death Island has really come together. And folks, I really hope you have enjoyed it as well. And yeah, that's gonna have to be it for this episode. I have run out of time. I need to get this edited up and uploaded for everybody to enjoy. So thank you so very much for sharing your day with me. I truly do appreciate it. If you've enjoyed the content you've experienced today, please drop a like down below. I'd really appreciate it. And if you want to come back and see what other crazy builds I come up with for this series, hit that sub button. I would truly appreciate it again. Until next time, folks, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.